how to WOP Empowerment. I want to introduce you to some of the steps and a method that we can use that really is very powerful. And each one, excuse me, of those letters of the word WOP, WOOP, means something. W stands for wish. What do I wish? In other words, let's take an example. A lot of people, a lot of women, are running for office. And in talking with them about how would they like to be empowered, they talk about they want to have more impact and influence in their presentations. That's what they wish for, is more impact and influence. So then we look at the O. What is the outcome of that? Well, the outcome of that is that they would have more influence, people changing their mind, seeing a new perspective, and go along with what the speaker is saying. Okay, here is a little trick with it that I want to introduce you to. In that outcome, we can sometimes have that little like negative voice that's back there. And it says, yeah, well, if I have more impact and influence, how is that going to agitate my opposition? Might be a realistic question to ask, but if it's a showstopper, then that little voice becomes a problem. And there are a lot of different ways in our subconscious that when we're looking at outcomes and we look at obstacles, it can really stop us. They're not obstacles that we use a growth mindset to overcome. And the growth mindset is just asking the question, how am I going to constructively deal with this? Instead of a fixed mindset of, oh, well, this is the way it just is. So, with the connection between the first O, outcome, and the connection to obstacle, be very careful that you are very clear and not self sabotaging with not understanding clearly some of the outcomes that you are imagining that might not be true. Check your outcomes. Then make sure that the obstacles that you're going to deal with are real, that are mind stretching, and can really take you to the next step. We can get tripped up from all these hidden little processes that our incredible brain has. But remember, WOP it. The P of the WOOP is plan. Another thing here that we women have to be very mindful of and notice is that we are not linear in our thinking. Because of our diffuse awareness, we do bring in a lot more information. So when we're aware of that, we can stay away from the rigid linear planning. Let's just take, for an example, a PowerPoint slide. And you're going to make a presentation, or you're just thinking through a plan. What is step one? What is step two? So on is linear. It stops us frequently. So what is recommended is that we use a mind map. If you don't know what a mind map is, just go into Google. There's so many references and different ways to use it. They're amazing. And it is non-linear. It gets us to a linear point, but it doesn't start out that way. So as women, to empower ourselves, we need to be very mindful of that myth of linear. Okay, just a quick recap here about WOP. The W is wish, the O is outcome, the next O is obstacle, and P is plan. So WOP yourself into more empowerment and have fun with it.